Hi everybody, it's Thelma. I'm going to be talking about journals today. I have a subscriber who is interested in starting to make a journal, and she wanted some advice, so I said I would make a video for her. So this is for you, Lorraine, okay? And so you can make it any size you want out of any kind of paper. There are at least 8 or 9 different kinds of journals you can make. And so I'm going to start with the cover. Now, what I usually do is take cardboard paper. Cereal box is good. And you decide if you want. You can use different size. You can, it's harder. This is the easiest way I find, is just taking like a cereal box and then doing it, because then you've got, this is already made, okay? You don't have to worry about it. Then, to cover it, you can use everything from, like wrapping paper, you could use. I bet no one's thought of that. Sorry. This one I used is a napkin. It was already made, but I put a napkin on it. And I left the seam in the back there. And I just glued that on. Okay. Then, this one, I used a paper bag. I used a cereal box, just like this, and covered it with, this is a paper bag. Then you have, you can embellish it. You put this is wrapping paper on the inside. Put pockets on the inside. This one, I use purple material. Look how chunky it is. That's only one section. This is material with ribbon. And it started out just ordinary with the box, just like that. See, you can make it any size. So this one, it's back and forth. It's I forget what they call it, but there. So this is wrapping paper. Here's material. I took an envelope. This is a bag, paper bag. And I have a tutorial on there, already on here, with this. It's got a pocket in the front. I added paper. Now this is a junk journal because it is old paper from books, magazines, But it was a bag, a paper bag. You can do something like this for a journal, and then decorate each sheet. For this, each section is about 12 to 15 different sheets of paper. You can have pockets, you can use envelopes, you can put doilies in the middle. There's an envelope. I stuck 2 envelopes together. So you can take an envelope, glue the flap down on there like that, and then have it so it opens up. You can have it so it's like this and put it in the middle like that. 110 different ways of using an envelope. You can use envelopes alone and make a junk journal, make a journal. I have one from a friend that gave me one. I even used these prime envelope bags that you get to make a junk journal. This was the beginning of one. And I decorated it. It's got different pockets, envelopes. I haven't put this one together yet. Sewed it all together. But this is another kind of a junk journal. I just enjoy doing them. You can even use like these A&W ones to, and then you can just decorate them after, but just glue it down or punch holes into it. Here's another one that I did, and this was with a friend of mine made this cover for me. Many, many ways of doing journals. You have to figure out what you want. You can do this one, has double-sided paper on. That's what you're asking about. See how it turned out? Then I took, and in the middle, another section I took just paper. Coffee dyed my own paper. Stamped some of the stuff on there. This is extra coffee, and I have stencils that I use. And there's another 12 sheets of paper. There's a doily in the middle. Then there's another one. So, and it's got double-sided paper on too. So there's more double-sided. You can use single-sided paper and use the one side of paper to have people put notes on. I just did a St. Patrick's Day junk journal, and it's from and I will link it down below so you could go and see what it's like. Oh well, I will just link it, and then you can see this one. See, because in they're all any size you want. Some you can use pocket size. You can see this. This is one-sided paper. See, it's green. It's two-sided. This one, it's one. See, it's white on the one side. People, you can make it, turn it into a junk journal by adding ink, or leave it and put flowers or stamps and decorate it up. You can put stamps, you can put, see, there's a pocket. It's an envelope. There's another envelope. That's this. Oh, there's another envelope in there. So, there's many, many different ways of doing junk journals. The more you get started, the sooner you get started, and you just play around, and you figure out what your style is. And so you go with the theme. So, like I've got Christmas. I have, this one is Christmas. This one is just flowers and more summer kind of things. I mean, look at the page. You've got to look at the material or whatever you're going to cover it with and link it together with what you do, how you decorate the inside. And you could do a wedding album. You could do a wedding album junk journal, and you could do a wedding one just for, like this would be just for notes inside, and and decorate this up and put pockets in it and tabs. And so if you want to start out with something, that would be the best thing to do, is to start out with something like this and then just decorate it. And it doesn't have to be an expensive one. You go to the Dollar Tree and pick up a scribbler and rip out some of the pages, and about half of the pages to start with, because the more things you add in, and because you can start out by this thin, and you can end up with something looking like this if you don't take all the paper out. So yeah. So the more you decorate it, the more space you'll need. The more pages you'll need to rip out. But start out just by doing something simple. and experimenting with just a scribbler, a notepad, something small, so it's easy for you to stamp, stickers, coloring, drawing. There's lots of people out on YouTube that make videos on journals. All you have to do is, if you're interested in making a junk journal, I can't even tell you how many of us make junk journals out here, on here. Hundreds, probably thousands of people. So that's my advice, is to start small and then figure out, you get a theme and then you work your way around that. I'm doing a women's journal. I'm doing, I like to do holiday journals. I like junk journals. I like working with my hands. I like making tassels, and I like doing all these different things. And so they've really, it's really opened up a lot of possibilities with journals, working with paper. I have done many, many different crafts. I started out doing ceramics, tricam, which is liquid embroidery. I did embroidery. I did what else? Ceramics. I've did crocheting. I've done many different things. And then I start guiding, okay, well, color in the coloring book. And then making pocket letters. And then I thought, well, I'll try doing journals. And so it's been fun. It's been really an interesting journey, this, doing this different paper crafting, because painting, so, you know, everything is involved with paper crafting. So thanks for watching. If you'd like